City of Hope for 100 years has been about serving the community and engaging collaborators who share a vision of a world without cancer.
We are in the future home of City of Hope, Orange County. The vision is that we bring all of that intellectual capability and science and expertise that City of Hope Doherty has right here into Irvine, California, into this building.
We're now actually in the development design, DD, where we are looking at what goes in the rooms and where the equipment needs to go. When we're doing this mock design, we use cardboard for a lot of reasons. It allows the staff to actually move things. We cut out windows, we cut out doors. Is this wide enough for a gurney? What does it look like when we have a wheelchair come down this way?
Being in an empty building, it seems like there's so many possibilities, and it's amazing that they're letting us nurses come on board and kind of give our input, especially since we deal with patient care on a daily basis.
The engagement in having people design their space in which they or their colleagues are going to work and viewing it from their perspective makes all the difference in the world. It really is then in their hands to design the space of the future, and they got to actively participate in it.
We have almost up to 500 people who've participated in this, whether it's the staff, the physicians, we've had leadership, but we've also had patients and families and community members, everyone weighing in from their perspective.
I think that this is a very unique opportunity for a hospital to invite people in from the community. And it was beautiful because we were able to give you feedback from a cultural perspective.
Even during the design of the hospital, you started to think about feng shui, and so I felt like community going to be like, okay, they know about us, they thinking about us, and know the culture aspect.
I have actually been a patient at City of Hope for just over 21 years. You just cannot compare the care that we get at City of Hope anywhere to here. And to bring this to Orange County, to see the growth, and to be able to give others the opportunity to experience what we have, I think is just a blessing for so many.
We are so incredibly happy and humbled the fact that City of Hope listened to the voices of the residents of Orange County. You know, a lot of our patients, a lot of our friends, they go all the way to Doherty for service. Now we know that we're going to have a home in not only Newport, but in Irvine.
I think sometimes when organizations expand, they worry about losing what that something special is. And I hope that people understand how seriously I take that responsibility of what we deliver here doesn't lose the essence of what City and who City of Hope is.
Welcome to Spinitar's Virtual Day of Giving, benefiting City of Hope. I'm Jeff Irvin.
And I'm Rogina.
We'll be your host for this year's Virtual Day of Giving. And again, thank you to our sponsors and donors who have made this possible.
We're usually together this time of year to play Golf for Hope. We miss you, but just know we will be back in 2021.
We appreciate your support of City of Hope and their research efforts to fight and cure cancer and other life-threatening illness.
In more than 5 years, we've been able to raise over $400,000 for the City of Hope. Thanks to you, our sponsors, our customers, and our business partners. It's been a great ride. Thank you so much for your donations.
Although we can't see each other in person this year, we've got a great program for you this morning. We will have Amy Alcott, who is the LPGA World Golf Hall of Famer, joining us again this year, as well as Andy Buckley, best known for his acting role on The Office. Also joining us this morning will be Annette Walker, President of City of Hope, Orange County.
And all that excitement will be followed by the announcement of all the online auction winners for the City of Hope.
Now to kick off our program, please welcome Annette Walker, President of City of Hope, Orange County.
Hi, I'm Annette Walker, President of City of Hope, Orange County. I'm sorry that we aren't in person today to enjoy another beautiful day at Harris Creek Golf Course, but despite the change in plans, I'm thrilled to have the opportunity to talk with you today. I'm also honored to share the spotlight with incredible people like Amy Alcott and Andy Buckley. I want to start by saying thank you. Thank you to you, to Jeff Irvin, to Jay Rogina, and everybody at Spinitar for your long-standing support to City of Hope. Over the last 6 years, you have raised $400,000 to help us in our fight against cancer. Your support has also been instrumental in making City of Hope such a strong organization that we are now expanding to Orange County. Did you know that nearly 20% of Orange County residents who get diagnosed with cancer need to leave the county for specialized cancer care? Well, guess where many of them went? That's right, they made that long drive to City of Hope Doherty. In fact, last year, 3,200 people, Orange County residents, made that trek. And we all know how congested our freeways can be, but imagine being sick and in the car for 2 hours each way. You see, we're coming to Orange County because we're answering the call of our patients, our friends, and our neighbors, and we are going to bring our extraordinary care closer to home. You know, there were many people who thought that COVID would deter us, and it's true, COVID did stop a lot of things, but unfortunately, cancer wasn't one of them. So we're moving ahead full speed with our plans to build our cancer campus of the future and our network of care in Orange County. Earlier this year, we opened our first community site in Newport Beach. I know Spinitar has a presence in Newport Beach, so please know we're here for you and your family if you ever need us. But Newport was just the beginning. I'm so happy to say that construction is also well underway on our Irvine campus. Jay had the opportunity to come out and see and tour our new campus, so please, if you have a minute, stop and ask him about it. This new campus is going to include an outpatient cancer center as well as Orange County's only specialty cancer hospital. City of Hope is at the center of eradicating cancer. But the truth is, no one can cure it alone. And that's why we're so grateful for partners like you. You all make our work possible. Again, I want to thank you for your continued support through Golf for Hope and this year's virtual A Day of Giving. Because of you, we are closer than ever to beating cancer and turning hope into reality. I'm so excited about the future of City of Hope, Orange County, and I hope you are too. Thank you again, Jeff, Jay, all the sponsors, the participants, and all the Spinitarians for allowing me to share this with you today. And while we're working towards a healthier Orange County, you keep your eye on your short game, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the course next year. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Annette. We appreciate your comments. It'll be great to be back for the Golf for Hope City of Hope in 2021, back on the greens. Right now, I'd like to introduce Amy Alcott, LPGA World Champion Hall of Famer, to help us, all of us, with our putting game. Amy, take it away.
Thank you again, Jay and Jeff. It's great to be here with you at the virtual Spinitar event. Sorry we can't be here in 2020 in person, but we certainly look forward to seeing you all back in 2021 for another great event to benefit City of Hope. Well, that doesn't mean golf stops. In fact, golf has gotten more popular and more active. Talk about social distancing. These guys hit it all over the place. They'll never see you on the golf course at all, except on the green. Meet me on the green in 20. But it's a pleasure to be here today as City of Hope's resident Hall of Famer and golf ambassador and all the great work that City of Hope does and that Spinitar is supporting, and all of you. Thank you again. So what I'd like to do today is help you with a few simple tips about improving your short game. I talked about this at the course last year, and you know the expression, keep it simple, stupid? That's what golf is all about. And you got to keep it simple in your mind and how you play the game. And so with the short game, I like to imagine that I see the shot. Okay, you have a shot that you have to play. I don't hit all the greens, and either do you. So now, the closer we get to the hole, how do we save shots? And so the best way to do that is to actually be mindful. It's a big term now, be mindful. Instead of just one shot melding into another, be mindful. Here I have a 25-yard pitch shot from off the green, which I'm playing, and I'm seeing it. I'm seeing what I have to do. So I'm mindful of the shot that I need to play. It's only one shot at a time. After this shot is over, we'll move on to the next shot. But be mindful of whatever shot that you have to play. Be conscious. Your brain loves information. It wants you to tell it, I have a 25-yard shot here. And you have this wonderful, that's kind of step one, to see it. Step two is feeling it, whatever the shot is. Feel it in your hands. Let your mind and your eye send a message to your brain and to play the shot. And so playing it, golf gives you this wonderful ability to actually rehearse the shot. No other sport, most sports are reactionary. Tennis, a ball is coming to you. Baseball, a ball is coming to you. In golf, you have this wonderful ability to feel it, to rehearse what you want to do. And so I'm looking at this shot that I'm going to play, which is like a 25-yard pitch shot, and I'm rehearsing it. I want to take it back, swing the club, and I want the club to finish right there and finish at the target. I don't want to, as I was telling you last year, a great quarterback is not throwing the ball this way, he's throwing the ball this way. A good archer is not shooting over here, he's shooting at the target. And so in golf, you want the club finishing right at your target. So rehearse it. So that's step two. Feel it. Feel what you want to do. Feel that you want to land the ball, say 10 feet on the green and let it roll to the hole. And then the third thing is just play it. Play the game. Don't get technical with it. Once you've rehearsed it, you have this picture in your mind, get up there and you've already felt the shot. Now play the shot. And let the ball finish right at the hole. The club finish at the hole. So that's what we're doing. We're seeing it, we're feeling it, and we're playing it. Don't let a lot of stuff get in your mind. One thing I remember talking about last year when we were playing, beyond seeing it, feeling it, and playing the shot, is I notice in golf a lot of people get too far away from the ball. They get too far away from their work. And that creates a lot of room for things to go wrong with your swing. And so I like to think about getting closer to the ball. When you're too far away from a ball, you get handsy, you have all this space where you lose power, but you're just too far away from what we call your work. So if you're having trouble chipping the ball or putting or hitting a driver, I like to think about getting closer to your work so that the club can literally come back and fall on the ball. Just a couple of simple tips. In no way am I trying to hit at the ball. I'm not trying to make the shot happen. I'm just planning it. I'm seeing it, I'm feeling it, planning that shot, and I'm letting the club finish at the target. I hope a few of these simple chipping tips have helped you. We talked about seeing it, feeling it, and playing. Now let's carry that on to the putting green. I got just a couple things I want to talk to you about. But again, it's keeping it simple. Okay, I've helped you with your chipping. Hopefully some of those simple tips will help. Seeing it, feeling it, and play the shot. Now we're doing something that should be easy as pie here, right now, with whipped cream on it. Putting, okay? Who has trouble with their putting? Putting is about feel, but it's also about technical, something technical too. And what I try to think about when I putt is the rhythm of my stroke, having a good rhythm. A 1-2 rhythm like a metronome on a piano. 1, 2, 1, 2. Or a good golf swing. Open the door, close the door. Or a good chipping routine, back and through. Same thing in putting. 1, 2. Blade finishes at the hole, and you're not thinking about too many things. And so when I step up to the putt, hopefully I have a routine that works for me, which is maybe a couple of practice strokes, step into the shot, see what I want to do, and let the putt go. Feel it. And so I'll come up to it, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, step into it where the putter goes back on 1, through on 2. That's what we're doing. Back on 1, through on 2. I'm not making a lot of effort to hit at the ball. Back on 1, through on 2. Again, back on 1, through on 2. And finally, the fifth putt is back on 1, through on 2, where the blade finishes at the target. 1, 2. Not a lot of wristiness, handsiness. Don't change your routine. Take 5 practice strokes one time and none the next time. See what you want to do, see it, feel it, play it. Maybe that will help. I hope that helps you. And now we'll swing it over to Jay and Jeff.
Thanks so much, Amy. Jay, you better keep working on that short game because it's still not quite there. Now, over the past few years, we've had the honor to be able to have a celebrity host for our event. Again this year, joining us is Andy Buckley, best known for his Emmy Award-winning television show, The Office. Please welcome Andy Buckley.
Hello and welcome, and thank you very much for participating this year in Spinitar's Virtual Day of Giving, benefiting City of Hope, one of the greatest hospitals in the country. My name is Andy Buckley, and I've had the great fortune of getting to participate the last 4 straight years, and it's just an incredible day. And obviously this year is slightly different. We're not holding golf clubs and teeing it up and trying to get a hole-in-one to win the Range Rover, which is particularly disappointing because I was really feeling it this year. I really thought I was going to get the hole-in-one. Drive home in a Range Rover, that'd be fun. How fun would that be? But I had the great fortune a number of years ago to meet Jeff Irvin of Spinitar and his wonderful wife, Barbara, back at an event in South Carolina. And we've stayed in touch, and they've been generous enough to include me the last number of years. And it's just as many of you folks know, it's just a magnificent day, and you're benefiting, one of the greatest hospitals, and you can't help but feel good about doing that. And then I've also gotten to meet and get to know a number of the folks at Spinitar, Jay, Rogina, and Katie Rogina, and then folks at City of Hope, Andy Ishii, and it's an easy yes to try and help support and to support such a great cause. For decades, City of Hope has been at the forefront in the fight against cancer. Their groundbreaking work in bone marrow and stem cell transplants and their work with immunotherapy has made them, frankly, a place you want to be when you get that terrible news. I have two great friends that they got that terrible news. Not news you want to get. Both had stage 4 cancers of different kinds. One was in Los Angeles, one was in Florida, and the hospitals said it's time to just go home and make arrangements. And they didn't want to settle for that. So they called City of Hope, went there. Dr. Yuman Fong took care of them, and they're alive and well and hopefully having a little sip of wine right now. The way that Dr. Fong handled himself, he walks in, they're sitting there, and of course they're scared, and takes them by the hand, and he says, "I'm Dr. Fong. I'm going to take care of you. We're going to make you healthy again." And that's what he did. Another way that I'm very happy to help support City of Hope, Spinitar's efforts to help City of Hope, is a day of golf with me. So that's one of the auction items. It would be a foursome, so for 3 people, and I'm your 4th. You got stuck with me. We're going to go out. We're going to play at Angeles National Golf Club, which is in Sunland here, close to Los Angeles. It's actually a heck of a course, a great course. Hopefully we'll have a couple of somethings, whatever your pleasure is. Hopefully we'll make some putts, and maybe we'll grab some lunch or something after that. We'll see what's allowed, really. And certainly while we're playing, if you got a niece or a nephew or a brother or a coworker or whatever it is that happens to be an Office fan, we'll give them a call. We'll make a funny video for them. Whatever you want. It's it's all done. It's on the Dunder Mifflin dime, and it should be a fun day. And hopefully I won't slow the group down too much. I'm halfway decent, but you never know. I have a tendency to slice. Thank you very much, and thanks to Spinitar and City of Hope for all the great work that they're both doing. Thank you.
Thanks, Andy, and we look forward to seeing you again next year. And now comes the fun part.
And as we do each year, with your support, our team has lined up a great selection of auction items and experiences for you to bid on. Things like cruises on the Long Beach Harbor, getaways to Oregon and Indian Wells, and golf with Andy Buckley, among other fantastic items. And it's now time to announce the winners.
The Oregon Vacation Home, donated by Jeff and Barb Irvin, goes to Joe Petterella for $600. The Indian Wells Vacation Home, donated by Jeff and Barb Irvin, goes to Darren Stiles for $1,240. The Outdoor Listening, donated by Kramer and Rob Ogelnick, goes to Larry Shills for $218. The NEC 55-inch TV, donated by NEC, goes to Antonio Diaz for $459. The Long Beach Duffy Cruise with Jay and Chris Rogina goes to Omar Arnold for $400. The Long Beach Duffy Cruise for 6 and a wine basket, donated by Jay and Chris Rogina and New Line, goes to Brian Chapman for $325. The LG 50-inch TV and wall mount, donated by Premier Mounts, goes to Antonio Diaz for $345. The USB-C multi-docking station, donated by A10 Technology, goes to Sandy Stombaugh for $154. The Scarecrow Wine, donated by State 31 Wines, goes to Steve Garber for $625. A round of golf at Yorba Linda Country Club and a $100 gift card, donated by Yorba Linda Country Club and Listen Technology, goes to Darren Stiles for $500. The Shure headphones and earpods, donated by Lee Halfley and Shure, goes to Mark Glasgow for $131. The round of golf with actor Andy Buckley, donated by Andy Buckley himself, goes to Jay Rogina for $830. A set of headphones and earbuds donated by Shure goes to winner Steve Garber for $400. The Philips 48-inch TV donated by Stampede goes to winner Antonio Diaz for $132. A headset donated by Spinitar goes to winner Steve Garber for $200. Taste the Estate at Trefethen Vineyards, donated by John and Sandra Harmick, goes to Frank Pisano for $220. The LG 49-inch display, donated by LG, goes to Sandy Stombaugh for $390. The 49-inch LG TV, donated by LG, goes to Antonio Diaz for $390.
Congratulations to all of our auction winners. And again, thank you to all of our sponsors and to our donors. Now let's tally up the total as to how much we've raised for this year's Virtual Day of Giving. Wow, that's awesome, especially in this year. What an awesome goal. We're so appreciative of all of the support. What an awesome achievement. Thank you so much.
That brings us to the conclusion of the Virtual Day of Giving. Again, thank you so much, sponsors, for all you do. Thank you, all participants. And special thanks to Annette Walker, Amy Alcott, and Andy Buckley for their contributions today. Thank you so much.
On behalf of all of us at Spinitar and all of our friends at City of Hope, thank you for allowing us to be a part of this, and thank you for you and your part in helping us raise money to help fight and cure cancer and other life-threatening illness.
And until 2021, and we can see you again in person.
Thank you again for your support.